Hi everybody, I'm Mrs. Lindgren and I want to talk about prom ticket sales today. Next one. All right, so a little bit of information about what prom is. It is a dance that is hosted by the junior class. So the prom committee has helped myself put a lot of work into planning prom this year. So we're really excited that today is the day that ticket sales will start. The prom is held at Lincolnshire Marriott Hotel, and it starts at 6 o'clock and it will end at 10 p.m. The cost of the ticket sales is $95, and this will include your dinner, a t-shirt that Addie and I are wearing, includes obviously the dance, the DJ, we have a photo booth, and then we have a dessert and candy bar. So seniors can buy their tickets today. It will go live right after advisory, and then juniors can buy their tickets starting on Monday. And ticket sales will close on April 14th, which actually is a Sunday, so please be aware of that. And the reason that we have to do this early is because all of the numbers and the meals have to be sent to the hotel by April the 21st. I know this, obviously people want to complain a little bit because ticket sales go on so early, but this is the reason why, because it is an outside event. So when the advisory is over, please check your emails for ticket sales. And you're going to buy your ticket through VeraCross. And I want to show you what the form looks like when you go on to VeraCross. Okay, so, all right. So this is what your ticket will look like. Next one. All right, and then this is the next part. So you click on it, and then you will choose, next one. Okay, so now you will choose how many tickets you're purchasing. So it will have your name and then how many tickets you want. So it's either 1 or 2 in the box. And obviously if you're buying 2 tickets, it will say the full amount of $190. If you're purchasing 1 ticket, it will just state $95. The next slide, you will choose your own meal first. So last year we had a drop-down menu and a lot of students didn't click a meal. It just kind of defaulted to the vegetarian meal. So I know on the event, like people were like, we didn't order that. So we've changed it a little bit. Ms. Budrus did the work, and now you're going to choose your meal from these options, and it will not let you move on until you've chosen your meal. And then we have an aspect of it for all of the allergies. And if one of these allergies doesn't apply, there is a box underneath that allows you to put what allergies that you need the hotel to know. And the hotel are very, very good. They've done this a long, long time, and they're really, really good with any kind of allergies that you have, so you don't need to worry about anything. And then it will ask you whether or not you are going as an individual, so you're just purchasing the ticket yourself, or you're purchasing 2 tickets, both Carmel students, and then the last one is you are a Carmel student and you're bringing an outside guest, and then you need to put the name of your guest in the next box underneath that. And then you will choose your meal for your guest. Okay, now if you're bringing an outside date, it's the same as any other dance. You will need to get a form from the deans and then turn it in and back to the deans. Once your ticket's been purchased, you can take your receipt to the bookstore and see Ms. Pucci, and she'll give you your invitation and your prom t-shirt. She will also have the seating forms. I've already printed them out. She's going to have them by Monday morning. You can pick up your seating form there. And I want to talk about the seating form a little bit. So there's going to be 1 lead person. If you could switch to the next slide. That's your outside date. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, so your seating form is 12 per table. If there's less, even if there's only 2 of you going, you still need to fill out a form. And all we do is just place you on a table with other people. Everyone who buys a ticket needs to be on a form. Sometimes we do find that students have not filled out a table form even though they bought a ticket. And if you have a really large group and it's more than 12, then just let me know, staple the 2 forms together, and we'll put you next to each other table-wise. And then the form will have one lead person. They will have to put their email, their phone number, all their means of contact, because that's who I will reach out to if there's any issue with the form that we find when we're plugging in all of the information. One thing to mention is seating cannot be changed, and I'll get to that because Addie has some questions for me. So this is what the form looks like. It has 12 people. Everybody needs to sign it. Unless you have an outside date, you don't have to sign, they don't have to sign it. But if they're a Carmel student, their signature is required. And like I said, name, email, cell phone number needs to be there so I can contact them. If you have any questions, I'm in room 505, so you can refer that back to me. Now, Addie has some questions for me about prom.
So some of the most commonly asked questions if you're a student and looking to go to prom, obviously it's when do I buy my ticket and what happens if I miss the due date for buying a ticket?
So ticket sales will end April 14th. And if you miss your ticket date, unfortunately, you will not be going to prom.
And then you talked a little bit about what tickets include for the cost, if you could.
Yeah, so this is always, people say like, why is it so expensive? Actually, the ticket price has not gone up in the last 4 or 5 years, so we managed it. But it does include your meal from the hotel. And then obviously we have a lot of other items like a photo booth. We have to pay for the DJ, all of the decorations. The t-shirt, which is your gift, all of that is incorporated in your ticket price.
And then when purchasing a ticket, obviously you can pay for yourself and a date, but what happens if you mess up or like do something wrong when filling out a ticket?
Well, Miss Burgess is normally really good at picking up any mistakes. And then if it gets through her, which it typically does not, but if it does get through her when we do all the tables, that's when we find obviously any errors, and that's why we need the lead contact person. We can contact them and then figure out who we need to talk to make the changes.
And then with seating, if there's any kind of situation that needs to be handled with switching, what do I do?
So we don't allow any table switching unless it's prior to the 21st. So if you've handed your table form in and you know a table, like something needs to be switched, you can go and come and see me or Miss Bucci if it depends if she still has the forms or not. But you can find one of us and we can make the change then. But once that date is over, there's no changes can be made. I will say that doing the tables is the worst part of the job. It is really, really hard and it takes a lot of time.
Perfect. That's all I have.
All right. Thank you all very much for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to stop by.